Welcome to a Black Talk Radio News commentary. My name is Scotty Reed. I'm broadcasting from behind the enemy lines of USA Inc. And like everyone else, I hope my thoughts are with, people say thoughts and prayers. We want to send thoughts and prayers to people, but come on, let's be real. A lot of times that's not enough. It can't hurt, but people in Texas right now need real help. I came across an image today and it just really brought home to me what those people, millions of people in Texas are facing. And the circumstances that millions of people have found themselves in, including loss of life due to loss of heat, loss of water. I believe that a criminal negligent case can be made. Think of it this way. All these drug makers that got indicted and pled guilty to distributing what they call it narcotics, specifically certain drugs like Oxycontin, I believe is the proper pronunciation, but all these, and they got blamed for all these white people getting hooked on drugs, and they had to pay criminal and civil penalties. Now, I could be mistaken on the criminal, but I'm saying it is criminal negligence when people have lost their lives due to the negligence of corporations, and actually also the negligence of the government of Texas, the Texas state government and the legislature, which really didn't have any kind of strong regulation on the books, it appears, to regulate these energy companies, and it's like a free-for-all down there. They don't even pay state taxes in Texas. So just think how much corporations are making, especially in the energy sector. And it's just really a lot of disgusting stuff that's coming out of Texas right now in relation to these energy companies. For the people who did not lose their power due to the negligence and fail to maintain the grid, so to speak, the infrastructure in Texas, their infrastructure that they're responsible for, since everything's pretty much privatized when we're talking infrastructure in the United States. And so it is evident that they were negligent and people lost their lives. They were criminally negligent. And so I think that we need to be sending more than thoughts and prayers to people in Texas. We need to be preparing to hold people accountable. So I would do more than send thoughts and prayers if I could from North Carolina to the people of Texas. I saw this image. And for those that's checking out the video podcast, if you are a member of BTR community, of course, we want you to get a membership, just $24 a year. But I posted a picture that I saw circulating by one of people I follow on social media. And it's a picture from San Antonio where the apartments are on fire. I mean, this is a big fire. And it could consume the entire apartment building. And the firefighters don't have any water due to, obviously the freezing temperatures and the lack of good infrastructure or maintained infrastructure in the United States, and in this case, primarily Texas. This is just ridiculous. You call this the richest nation on the face of the planet, and then you producing all these billionaires who are in a race to become trillionaires and not paying their fair share of taxes. This is criminal. This is capitalism. Let's talk about it being what it is. And, people talk bad, and it's just part of the propaganda game here in the United States of the capitalists, the corporations, the robber barons and whatnot, who just seek to profit at the loss of workers as well as their so-called customers, let's just say the public, just to, increase their profits. It's ridiculous. And this is bad. This is real bad. This is bad capitalism. And then they're charging people if their power still stayed on thousands of dollars per kilowatt hour. bills, people having bills as high as 10,000, 17,000, I guess, before they realize what these energy companies have the ability to raise their rates anytime they want to. I mean, how is this really any different? Like in North Carolina, when we've had like state emergencies, whether they was declared national emergencies or not, there are laws, and it is against the law, and stores could be charged with profiting off of emergencies and raising their prices to gouge the people. Price gouging is what it's called. This is illegal unless it's what, legal in Texas. So, this is terrible. Please continue to support independent production of Black media. You can make a tax-deductible donation to the Black Talk Media Project, which manages the Black Talk Radio Network, which provides a platform for people like you and me. Peace and blessings to all. Be safe.